Oh, jeez. That's it. Okay. Oh, jeez. Welcome in, Junior Gaza. How are you? How are you, darling? I need to get my board. Oh, jeez. Random Jan's here. Welcome in. Random Jan's here. Well, hello, my darling. Oh, you're happy with my mod, are you? Look at right today. I am doing. Welcome in, Mastino. What's happening today? Right, this evening, right? Because I'm a bit late getting home, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this now before I go to the allotment. So I have got. Today, I have got my tarot cards. Who's ever done a tarot read in a car before? How random is that? How random is Random Jan? 1 for very random, or 2 for crazy random, or 3 for insane random. Oh, did you? Oh, is it good news, darling? You can have you texted me? So you need to text me. Excessive pleasures, overabundance, super fruity. Yeah, tell me after. Okay, 3 cups. So whose cards should I pull today? Whose cards should I pull today? So I just felt like taking my cards out with me because I follow my mind. And I thought I'd take my tarot cards out with me. Yeah. And my board. This has been in the car all the time, but I bought it in the car because if I was doing my tarot cards, right? What, the card stays? If I'm doing my tarots, I need a table. And that's what I've got. Hang on, let me just move this. So I'm going to do tarot. I'm going to put this up here. And then you can see the table. You can see the table and you can see my little knees. You can see the table and you can see my little knees. Welcome in, Paul. How are you? I'm doing cards this evening. I'm going to be on for an hour. And okay, you know why I'm excited. I'm excited. Right, hang on a minute. Hang on. That's fucking thing. Because my pumpkin is getting colour now. My little pumpkin is getting orange. Are we playing Snap? No, we're doing tarot. I'm doing a tarot. Believe it or not, I do tarot readings. But I don't really do it for money. I used to do it. I used to get paid to do tarot reads. But I just like to do tarot reads when it suits me. When I feel that my spirit needs to do a tarot read, I'll do a tarot read. Yes, my pumpkin is, I know, I'm so excited about my pumpkin. I saw it today and I was like, hello, little pumpkin. You're a big pumpkin now. I would have liked to have had more pumpkins, but I'm happy just to have one pumpkin. So, yeah, so I'm excited about that. I was at the allotment this morning. Right, I'm not Mac, I'm not playing poker. I'm doing tarot reads today. So if you've got a question you'd like to be answered, or is something bothering you, or are you getting your sixth sense? Is your sixth sense telling you anything today? Is your sixth sense telling you anything today? So that's what I'm doing, Mac. I'm not playing poker. I'm going to do some tarot reads. So, okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is get win on it. When will you get a big win on a scratch card? Well, first of all, why would you buy a scratch card? Don't buy scratch cards unless you know you're going to win. As in, so you say, I can't wait to win on my scratch card. And I'm glad I won over £1,000. I'm so you're talking it into existence. You're so basically you say, oh wow, I just, and you've got to feel it as well. You don't just talk it, you got to feel it. I'm so glad I've won over £1,000. It's come to me, that get a figure if you want, get a figure. Because if it's more, it's fine. If it's a little bit less, it doesn't matter. You say, I'm so glad this has come. It's come at the right time. And I'm going to really, really invest that money right. And as long as I use it wisely, the universe will provide it. So you have to be literally on a abundance, on a gratitude energy. Appreciate that tip. Oh yeah, you're welcome, my darling. £500 would be nice. So if you can anybody here visualize? Can anybody on this visualize? So you won £5 on Monday. Stacey, was Mondays your lucky days? I can't remember because I did numerology and I told people to use certain numbers on their certain days, their lucky, and I gave them their lucky days. So is your lucky day on a Monday, Stace? Was your day on a Monday? What's this say? Oh, right, love your name. Oh, yes. Okay, so your lucky day was a Monday. Yeah, so if your lucky day is on a Monday, then and a Sunday. Okay. Okay, so your lucky day is on a Sunday and a Monday. Well, there's no lottery on a Sunday, but there are horse races, aren't there? There are races on a Sunday, aren't there? There's races on a Sunday. There's like dog races, isn't there? Okay, let me see if I can pick up anything. Let me see if I can pick up anything on the cards tonight. Let me see if I can pick up anything. So if you want to be abundant, we are actually all abundant, but some people don't realize it until they want to actually see it. We love Random Jan Sunday morning. And do you know, gangster? Welcome in, Rasta Charlie. Welcome in. Is someone on this live, do they think they have an empty existence? There's someone on this live, do you think you've got an empty existence? People keep cancelling plans on you. You've not realised your goal yet. And you feel there's like a cloudy outlook for you. You feel there's a cloudy outlook for you. Oh, okay. Well, that's good, sweetheart. So that's fine. That's all good. You know what? Rasta Charlie, you make me laugh, right? Because you know what? correct me if I'm wrong. Please do. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rasta Charlie. Listen, right, we know without being taught there's good and bad. So you get, okay, I'm going to do that hand thing again like Columbo. Let me tell you something. You get a good cup of tea, you get a bad cup of tea. Yeah? Because there's good and bad, isn't there? So the Obeah, how comes people when they... This is one of the questions I want to ask, because my favourite letter of the alphabet is Y, as you know. When people work in Obeah, do they work it for more good or more bad? Because if people can work Obeah, right, why the government still here running riot? Why can't people just say, we're going to put a spell on them to be good? We're going to put a spell on them to be for the people and make positive choices that everybody can benefit from. So what are they using it for? What are they using it for, Rasta Charlie? Doggy McCourtnott. What's that? What are you talking about now? So if people work, you can get good magic and bad magic. So everyone knows if you work in good magic's going to come back to you. If you work in bad magic's going to come back to you. So the card I picked, I sensed that there's someone here or secretly watching who's had a false start. I know, I love you, Rasta Charlie. But they're feeling there's a cloudy outlook in life right now. And they're just feeling that they have an empty existence, that's all. So I'm just picking up what the card is as brought. So it's the Ace of Wands. But I don't suppose anyone's going to say, are they? I don't think anyone's going to say if that is, because that's not a positive card. But I do think that sometimes in life, some people feel that they don't have that they have an empty existence. They feel that they don't people don't appreciate them enough. Doggy, if you're drunk, come off the live, go and have some water, and then come back. Being drunk on my live is not going to help. Charlie, I disagree. What's that? Rasta Charlie, I don't think cards can tell anything. I do think they can. I think they can. But you are the creator of your destiny at the end of the day. And cards only work with if it resonates with somebody. So cards only work if it resonates with that person. So everything on a card that a card expresses will resonate with someone. Welcome in, my darling, Shady Sean. So one of the things I definitely in a stand is that I think if you are looking at cards to plan your life by a tarot card, that's not the way forward. If you're looking at a card, the cards only tell you what's going on now in your life, and can basically, if for instance a question is asked, then the cards can pull something up. So if someone asks me a question, I can then find out. I can look at the tarot card and give some kind of, if I'm picking up an energy, I'll be able to give you the energy that's coming from me, and then pick up whatever I feel I can connect with. So I don't just rely on the tarot cards for the readings. Do you see what I mean? Right, doggy, what help do you need? You need to detox. Say you, say you, say you, girl. What help do you need? Is this for your thing? If you can do it for, that's your thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't do it for a living. It was part of one of my many jobs. So I'm coming off at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Where are you going, Stace? Don't you ever stay in your yard? Is your current... I'd have to ask my oracle that one, doggy. But let me see if... I'm going to shuffle the cards. Tell me when to stop. And when you tell me when to stop, you need to tell me which pile you want. 1, 2, or 3. Oh, I was waiting for you last night. Oh, bless. So, doggy wants to know. So, stop. Okay, so I'm going to choose... Let me just bring this down. Because we're doing tarot reads in the car today. So, I'm going to give you a pile. I'm not going to give you piles. I'm just going to give you a pile. Okay, so do you want 1, 2, or 3? 3. 1, 2, or 3. So you want 3, yeah? Okay. Say you. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's just about to spin. I mean, the cards are reversed. They're actually reversed. So I sense the confusion here, because obviously, if you're asking if you and your girlfriend are compatible, that means you're not sure. What's her star sign and what's your star sign? What's your star sign and what's her star sign? You've got here the 5 of Swords, which is upside down, which is uncertain outlook. You're not 100% sure, because that's why you're asking. I'm Cancer and my girlfriend is what? So this one here, there's a confusion of 3 of Swords. There's a confusion there. It's not just always about seduction. Royal straight flush. Nice. Welcome in, Mark. A royal straight flush. Oh, Taurus. You see, Cancerian and Taurus. A Cancerian is non-argumentative. A Cancerian just likes a bit of peace, whereas a Taurus can be a bit of a bull in a china shop. A Taurus can be quiet, boasty, and in life you have to have yin and yang. But if you're at the early stages and it's your yin and yanging, it's you need to work in harmony. Do you see what I mean? You need to work in harmony. You can't stand Taurus. Why, Stacey? Why don't you like Taurus? My XXXXXXXXXXXXX was Taurus. And a Virgo is are you a tidy Virgo? I've not met a tidy Virgo yet. I'm not. I'm not. No. Well, no, that's a lie, really. Some are tired, some are just not. Yeah. So yeah, that's right, Rasta Charlie. You're still in here. You're still in the room. You see, Rasta Charlie, they're putting me off. Don't fuck with me is saying I need someone who can handle my depth, passion, and fire. It's okay. She's nice to you. Okay. And how long have you been dating? Because, like I say, there's this card, the Three of Swords, is the distraction, confusion, disorder, mental anxiety. So that's come up in here. There's mental anxiety there, and loneliness. So even though sometimes, even when you're with somebody, sometimes you might feel a bit lonely, but you have to relationships are to be worked at, just like a marriage has to be worked at, a relationship has to be worked at. So it's a case of give and take. If 70% of you absolutely love each other and you're fabulous, then that's fine. But here in this card here, it's certain it doesn't seem that you've been together for that long, but it's about working together, because the six of coins have come up, so that will be good for you already. Oh dear, that's not a good name, is it? Latex. Why is that that's terrible. Terrible. Going to be confused. Yeah, he's going to be confused after this reading, isn't he, Rasta Charlie? Right, look. How long have you been together? Not long. She's nice to me. He's going to be confused. Rasta Charlie. Keep at it for at least 3 months. My advice to you, whether you take it or not, is keep at it. If you're feeling your soul is unsettled, then you need to move on, because not everybody is going to be the whole part of your journey. Every encounter that you have in life is for you to learn from it. Yeah. So every relationship you've had, you learn from it. So don't fuck with me. When you're in a relationship and you're not sure, but you're going to give it a chance, and it fails very, very soon, then it's not meant to be, is it? You're going to win the Euro laughing. Yeah, I think so. Because a certain person, you weren't feeling that certain person, were you? And then you say, oh, well, I'll give it a go and whatever, and then, Okay, so that's that. I hope that helps. Baby, I love always. I'm single, 23. Oh, you're 23. Oh, you're a baby. So, doggy, that is it. Follow your gut instinct. No F words, I know. Follow your gut instinct, because it's always right. And even if you think it was wrong, you followed your gut instinct. Yeah. So hang in there. Any more relationship advice? Me, divorcee. Me, divorcee, giving relationship advice. But yeah, anyway, that's that. Any more questions? Because I'm doing tarot in the car today. What's the signal like? Is the signal all right? Give a fly kiss. Oh dear. Why have you give a fly kiss? Why have you chose that screen name? Why have you chose that screen name? Rasta Charlie, you're definitely a Rasta. My friend is is on YouTube. I should. Oh, let me see if she's around. Let me see. Rasta Charlie, just give me a second. I'm going to see if my friend's around, and if she's around, I'm going to ask her to join the live and tell her you're on my live. Yeah. Hang on a minute. Just give me a minute, guys. I've just invited my friend to see if she can come into the live, and she does readings as well, and she does what does she do? She does Reiki. She does Reiki as well. She's very spiritual indeed, and she's tiny. You think I'm small, Stace? She's like a doll. She's tiny little thing. She's short and petite. She's like a little dolly. I like a little. I call her Rasta Barbie. I call her Rasta Barbie. All right. Well, look, I'm going to put my cards away because obviously no one needs a read. And if you need any advice, I'm definitely the person to come to. Because I've always got something to say. I've always got something to say, guys. So, yeah. So, I shall take my little board. Welcome in, Masmuz. How are you, my darling? Oh, do I? Oh, thank you, Stace. I do try, because all the advice I give you, all the advice I've ever given, it's come from a place of love at the end of the day. You're blocking progress. I think if people, go about their life in fear, then they're stagnating their growth anyway. And I think for me, if I give someone advice and they don't take it, I won't ever, ever, ever feel offended. Because the other day I was giving advice to somebody and they mocked. They mocked me. They actually mocked me. And I thought, that's why you're where you are. That's why you're where you are. You're not taking on board what I've said. And what I've said was the truth. And they mocked me. And I was, well, you know what they said? They said, oh, all right, preacher. You all right, Mrs. Know-it-all? It's like, I'm giving stuff from source. So I'm not just flapping my mouth for the sake of it, because that's my chakra. Do you know what I mean? So, don't worry, No, I'm not bothered. But what I'm trying to say is that they are where they are because they don't listen to advice. And what happens is when they don't listen to advice and they see other people doing well, they get a bit jealous and a bit green. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to have a conversation here, boys. So when you don't listen to advice and then you get bitter about other people's success and say, oh, they're just showing off, and oh, they're just showing off just because they're doing great things with their lives, great things that you could do too, but you choose to sit there and say, look at them showing off. That's why you are where you are. And they're the people you can't help. You can't help them. So even if I give someone good advice, if they don't use it, it's up to them. It's up to them to take that advice and put it to good use. But to mock is like, you know, they're sitting there, you know, going to church, hoping that one day something's going to give. And who's going to give? Everybody who succeeds in something, everybody who's succeeded in something has it within. They have it here. They have it here, under the heart. Absolutely. We need some showing off. Yeah. I get a kick out of seeing people succeed and enjoying their life. I love that. I love that. And the more you love seeing people excel, is the more you've got to see excel, because it starts within. Never, ever, ever, ever look at someone and if they're driving a really nice car and think, oh, I bet they're a drugs dealer, or don't think negative. If they are, leave them to it. That's their road. That's their path. Leave them to it. So don't be sitting down there watching and bad-mouthing other people when they're being successful. You celebrate my wins like they're your own and I'm the same. Absolutely. Absolutely. I do. Because if you can do it, so can I. And if I can do it, so can you. And that's how it is. Anything you see in your mind, or out, you can achieve. You can achieve. Like, for instance, right, if you just live in, say you live in a 1-bedroom apartment, but your real passion is you'd love a 2-bedroom bungalow. That's your passion. You'd like a nice 2-bedroom bungalow, because not everyone wants to live in a 5-bedroom detached house in the country with a double garage. Not everyone wants all that, right? That's why the universe is abundant. There's enough for everybody, and a little bit left over, and a whole lot more left over. So if you're looking at, if you're living in a 1-bedroom, I'm not afraid of sharing your joy. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely, Masmuz. Good. If you're living in, like I say, a 1-bedroom apartment and you'd like a nice 2-bedroom bungalow, you're ready to put that out to the universe. It's done. So now you're going to find opportunities. You say, oh, I'm so happy I've got the opportunity now to get my lovely 2-bed cottage or 2-bed bungalow. And then don't worry about how you're going to get it. As long as you get it honestly, not by harming anybody or stealing from anybody, the universe will bring you ways of making that money to get your property. And don't worry about it. When you trust the universe, it looks after you. It looks after you. So you don't have to worry like, well, you know, that 2-bedroom bungalow, I've seen 2-bedroom bungalow in my area, and it's expensive, and then you're doubting the universe, you're doubting it. It works amazing. That inspires me. Oh, thank you, Masmuz. Yeah, you've got to speak it into existence. You got to Stace, you're gonna have to change your name. Stop it. So you speak it into existence, because it doesn't mean because you can't see it, it's not happening. Yeah. There were times in my life, only once, where I thought, I don't like this, what's going on. I really don't like this. If I didn't have my daughter, I would think, oh, you know what? When that bus comes along, I'm just going to step in front. Do you know what I mean? You pick one. I will. I'd be like, it was shit. I was going for a really rough time. And because I split up from my ex, and it was just not a good place at all. And so after that low ebb, when I thought when it couldn't get any worse, that's why I say to people, when you see what's going on, it's getting really bad, right? In the end, it will get really good, and you'll be like, fuck, that's amazing, right? Then I met my ex-husband. Sounds good, doesn't it? Met my ex-husband, and everything was just beautiful. You know, so we all go through ups and downs in life because we're meant to learn from all of our experiences. We're supposed to learn from our relationships with friends, with lovers, with work, everything. We're supposed to learn from it. And if we don't take away what we've learned from it, then we're not paying attention to the school of unlimited learning. Then why are we here if we're not going to learn anything? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so we have to, we're energy in a human body, and we have to learn stuff, and we have to, someone says, oh, that was a big mistake in my life. No, it wasn't. It was a learning experience in your life. It wasn't a mistake. It was a learning experience. You did what you thought was right at the time. The only thing is about being a human is when you lose someone you really love. That's difficult. But then you are not the only person who's lost someone you love. So, everybody has that. So, any questions? Listen, any questions? Because I do rant a bit. I like F words. Yes, I do like F words. It's funny you should say that. I mean, funny you should say that. Oh dear. Right, my bar is quite. You love the F words. I love the ranting. I get a earful. Yeah, you get the bunny boiler, Janice, don't you? Right, so if you just join him, this is my book, AI Jan. Do you know what? I haven't even checked the sales for 2 weeks or so. I haven't checked my sales or my reviews, so I must check the review. I'm a bit slapdash, but no. So this is my book out now, and the pictures are AI, but this book is a little bit about me and about what I think of this world, and about some of my experiences that I've had in life. And so it's on Amazon, and it is $9.99, and you can get the download as well. So the pictures, like I say, they're all AI pictures of me. And I wrote it. The reason why I wrote this book is because my friend did some AI pictures of me. She hasn't come in yet. Just give me a minute, guys. Just give me a second. Hang on a minute. Where's my Rasta friend? Hang on a minute. Message. Yes, grab your copy now. That's the one. Yeah, Rasta Charlie, I've just sent her a text. She's laughing, saying Rasta Charlie. So when she comes in, her name's Dawn, and when she comes in, she'll put Dawn there, and then you'll be able to find her. So I'm gonna just read you a little bit from my book. Just a little bit, so that you get an idea. You get an idea of what's going on with this book. I love the ranting. About that. Okay, so right. Okay, so holidays. Okay, I'm going to talk about holidays. So I love a vacation. I think it's too expensive to fly to some places, considering the universe is massive, and everyone deserves a holiday to revitalize their DNA. It shouldn't be just about working to pay bills. Bills, the system created to keep us slaves, to make them richer. So this isn't all of it. I'm just giving you a little glimpse of what I talk about in this. I think people shouldn't have to work just to pay bills. I don't think you should have to pay bills for a start, because the universe, we are part of this universe. Who's them? Rasta Charlie, them. Who's them? Oh, the system, isn't it? The people running this digital prison of ours called Earth. So the government, and who's above the government? Them. because I don't think them are humans. I just don't, because we shouldn't have to work to pay bills to corporations to live, because Mother Nature, Source, gave it to us here. You know, we've got gold. I want to say, what's it? I just want you to say it. All right. Oh, you wanted me to say it? All right. You're a troublemaker, you Rasta Charlie. If Dawn comes in, I will. You'll see her. So we get up in the mornings and we go to work. We go to work for who? We go to work for the corporation who want to take taxes from us for working to pay our bills. Does that make sense? Does that actually make sense? Seriously. We work for a corporation who want us to get out of our beds and work for them to make them richer and pay them tax. Does that make sense? So I'm going to, and then when you pay me your tax, right? Yes, that's right, Masmos, we are. So when you pay me, when you get out of your bed 5 days a week and you go out and work for me, indirectly, you're working for me, and then I'm going to take tax from you again, right? I'm going to take tax from you, and then I want you to pay me again. I want you to pay me gas, electricity, and water. I want you to pay me again for gas, electricity, and water. And the big supermarkets that we've got, I want you to go and buy your food. Does that make sense? What's this? Did you hear about sitting too long on benches, else you'll be fined? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you breathe too much, you're polluting the air, especially if you've had alcohol and you breathe too much, you're polluting the air. They're going to fine you. I mean, seriously. I'm not 100% sufficient, darling. You're driving a car and are not 100% self-sufficient. Yes, that's very true. That's very true. But I also think the same way someone could make, I mean, whichever way you look at it, we have been born into this system by having our birth certificates giving us making us a corporation, and a corpse is literally a non-entity. It's a dead person, isn't it? So having a car again is part of their system, isn't it? You speed, that's it. You paid for those cameras, but you speed, you're going to pay again. So the best way to be self-sufficient is to get a bike and ride that. Get a bike, ride it. So we train our kids not to be a follower. Yeah, the same way someone could make a car is the same way we could. We just need to work out how you build a car. That's it. I've got skates. I have got skates. And a bike. A bike will keep you nice and fit anyway. A bike will keep you nice and fit. Or you could get a mobility scooter. You don't have to pay road tax for those, do you? If you get a road scooter. So there's ways of going around it, but no question of a doubt. I bet you if everybody decided they're going to get a mobility scooter and just have things delivered to them, it'd be interesting to watch Dartford Tunnel, wouldn't it? And Blackwall Tunnel and all these tunnels that people might take you a bit longer to get where you need to go, but you know what? It's a protest. There's no point in going into central London with a banner and shouting Keir Starmer is a wanker, Keir Starmer is a wanker. Where's that going to get you? Where's that going to get you? You're better off, if you're going to sing and chant, you're better off chanting mantras, Because if you chant a mantra and everybody's vibration is together, then that's more effective. But they're singing negative stuff. That's not going to work. No, it's not a football pitch. It's not a football game, darlings. You need to sort yourself. They need to sort themselves out. Yeah, I don't want to be the bike of Blackpool. I know. Tell me about it. But can you ride a bike, Stace? Can you ride a bike? Yeah. Masmos, 100%. You start within. You see, everything if I give advice to you, it's because I'm doing it. I'm not going to give advice to you if I'm not doing it. So I am the change I want to see in the world. And sometimes it gets me into hot water. But I actually don't care. I'm beyond caring now. I'm beyond caring now. I don't really fear it. I just get on with it. And whenever I send letters and make a protest, I don't care anymore. Do you know what I mean? So when you get to that level of not caring, because if these people or these entities are trying to ruin our lives and bring us into low vibration, then they don't care. You know? One of the best things one can achieve is the self-reliance. Yes, absolutely. But a lot of people, like especially Christians, and obviously, I hate going. I'm not going to go too much into religion, but they're looking for someone on the outside to save them. They're looking on the outside, and it's not. It's within. Because us waiting, the system gave us religion. That's right. Save yourself. The system gave us religion to keep us stagnated and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Oh, he will rise again and whatever. We're waiting for some. My grandmother used to go to church religiously, and she was waiting as well, and her mum was waiting as well, and my great grandmother, she was waiting as well. So they're waiting, and that's what the system wants. They want you to wait because they gave us religion. And every and different types. So we could be bickering amongst each other. Oh, I'm a Buddhist. I'm a Jew, I'm a Christian. I'm a Baptist. We're all one. Fuck's sakes, we're all one. It's just crazy. Anna, welcome in. How are you? I haven't seen you for ages. This is it. You can't expect someone to save you because and you just let them do whatever they want to you for now, because what's happening now is that they've been upsetting us, and we're all waiting for someone to come and save us. Oh, thank you, Rasta Charlie. I'm a ranter, aren't I? But I used to, when I was at school, because you all know my favourite letter of the alphabet is, type it in, what's my favourite letter of the alphabet? Yeah, peace and love all the way. All the way, Rasta Charlie. Why? Yes, why? Why is my favourite letter of the alphabet? Because when I was in class at school, if something didn't resonate with me 100%, I would ask why. And it was, well, Janice, you're disrupting the class. You're disrupting the class because I'm asking a question. How is asking a question disrupting a class? And now as I'm older, I realise, I was disrupting the class because the teacher had no idea what the F she was talking about. So, so I was always asking questions. And they just wanted me to get on and learn and program me to learn. Program. Yeah, this is it. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 2 is 4. Like, I've got this book of 180 degrees of thing. I'll say 100 to unlearning everything you've been taught. And I'm going to go through that book bit by bit as well with you guys, because I'm going to pick out all the juicy bits and just relay that when that's my next live, because we've been taught so many lies, and we're still peeling back this fucking onion, lie upon lie upon lie. Politician. They lie so much. Look into my eyes, can't you see they're open wide? Would I lie to you, baby? Would I lie to you? Yes, and half the stuff we don't need. When you think about it now, when we learned English and we had O-level English and we all went to not all. I went to college, but I didn't go to uni. That's another waste of time. They take the money for us to go to college and uni and everything, and then what do? They bring out AI. Then your grammar is all sorted. Do you know what I mean? Your grammar is all sorted, and you don't need it in the end. What? Like, they knew they were going to do it. But they want you to go to uni so you can get your O-level. A little certificate, a little silly hat, and a scroll. To say, you've been a good slave. Yes, absolutely. So I do encourage my grandchildren. I said, when you're at school, you must ask questions all the time. Don't not ask it because you don't want to. You think people are going to think you look stupid. Because a lot of kids didn't ask questions because they didn't want the teacher or the students to think they looked stupid asking questions. So they just said, "Oh yeah." They had no idea what the teacher was talking about. No idea, but they didn't want to look stupid by asking questions. Tables and that. I think it's a lazy way of learning tables and that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We must ask questions about all sorts of things. I'm always asking questions. And I mean, for instance, like my water rates, right? I checked my water and it's polluted. It's shit water. Oh yeah, our generation definitely is. But I wrote to the water board and I just said, look, I won't be paying you. I'm not paying you because the water's shite. You need to come and test this water. And and you, Rasta Charlie. It's always good to see you in my live. I don't think Dawn came into the live. Anyway, they came to test the water. Guess how they tested the water? They came in. The man came in, and he took a little tube, and then he turned the tap on. Put some water in that one. Put some water in that one. Put some water in that one. And took it away. I was like, well, I wanted him to drink my water. I wanted him to turn the tap on and drink my water. He didn't drink the water. He said, no, we're going to take it away to the lab and check it. I said, all right then. A few weeks later, they write to me saying, oh, we've tested your water and it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine, they said. I said, really? Well, I wasn't there to see it, so I ain't paying you. That's no good to me because I want to see it for myself. So I'm still distilling my water and still getting when I use my squidgy on the shower and I shake it off and I put it down, it's got all, sometimes I have to put bleach on it, it's got all these black marks on it. And every single time I distill my water, I take a photo of it so that if this goes to court, I have photographic evidence because I'm not paying them. Not doing it. And I've got to wash with that water as well, which makes it even harder. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, like I say, I am the change I want to see in this world because there's no point in me giving you advice and I'm not even taking it myself. And you know what? All my life, you know, you try to be the good citizen slave and stay out of prison and stay out of trouble and everything. Now I just don't fucking care anymore. I don't care because I know that I'm not going to unalive anybody. I'm not going to steal from anybody. I'm not going to harm anybody. I'm just standing up for what I know is right. And that is it. And what's not right is us getting up out of our beds to work and having to pay tax in every way, shape or form. Whether it's your salary, whether you go in a supermarket and you're paying VAT, whether you bought a car, or whether you bought whatever, you're paying VAT. It's not acceptable. I know. Rasta Charlie, I thought you'd left. Rasta Charlie. Oh, Rasta Charlie, I'm naughty, aren't I? I mustn't swear. Stacey swears more than me. You know, it's what we do when we're at home. It's what we do. I'm sorry, Rasta Charlie. I'm sorry I said the F word again. I'm not swearing anymore. So, my live is almost done now, guys. I full enjoy you today. Oh, well, thank you, Rasta Charlie. Sorry, Rasta Barbie didn't show up, but I shall let her know when I'm live again, and I'm sure she'll show up. But I am off now, guys, and all I'm saying is that whatever you do in life, lose the fear. Lose the fear. The reason why everything is happening now is because the media, the press, whatever, videos, whatever, video games, etc., they want us to fear. Even some people on social media, when they're putting things out, oh, you never guess what they did now. Fuck what they did now. Oh no, Rasta Charlie, I said the F word. So we have to lose the fear. When you lose the fear, you will have more cheer. And on that note, I love you all. If you've subscribed, you're part of my tribe. And go with love, go with purpose, and go with clarity. So I won't swear anymore, Kate. But I will be back very soon. So take care, lots of love, and I'll see you soon. Salute.